Welcome back to Sonic Unleashed. So we're still in Holoska, and Sonic's stretching.
Right.
I guess he's not suffering the cold.
So
Don't
now,
want to get a cramp.
And then Sonic's knees shattered.
so yeah, like
because,
I actually didn't finish what I was saying. This loading animation, whenever you click the wait till night or wait till day thing, it doesn't happen in the PS3 version for some reason. And yes, I actually caught this. Believe it or I knew the medal would be there, so I purposely placed myself where the medal was, so I caught it immediately after it loaded the stage again.
Memorize this game. Nice.
I memorized it like the back of my hand.
Jova, like I said before, I had to actually, check a guide the first time I played with it, so I could, do medal grinding and shit. So I learned the placement of the medals the wrong, the hard way. So trust
Honestly,
me.
Pedro, this is still nothing compared to Crash Bandicoot 2.
True.
And
Don't you
looking
mean
for
one?
stuff. No. Oh, no. Let me put it like this, Troy. For all the pain there is in getting the gems in Crash Bandicoot 1, at least you pretty much know the overall idea. You basically get all the boxes, and that'll eventually get you a color gem, and so on and so forth. Well, with Crash Bandicoot 2, you have to do stuff on the tier of what Super Mario Bros. Free has you do to activate certain events. I mean, sometimes you have to jump on nitros, you have to do this, I think you had to sort of almost die.
Honestly,
It's like Crash Bandicoot 2.
Jova, the only real difficult thing in Crash 2 were finding the secret levels. But aside from that, the gems were pretty easy to get.
Oh, I know that. But what makes it tougher than Crash Bandicoot 1 for me is finding all the secret levels.
Well,
because
when
you
they
have to do some really crazy stuff to find them. Oh, not to mention there's also the ones hidden in the HUDs. In the hub rooms.
You want to say something, Shuri?
No, I was going to say, the levels in Sonic Advance 3 were very big. So, and I was very young at the time that game came out. So I didn't have an internet or the guide or whatever. So I scoured every single level for those Chow.
Yeah.
The interesting thing is that I never actually bought Sonic Advance 3, unlike the first two games, because by the time Sonic Advance 3 came out, Visual Boy Advance already had perfect GBA emulation, so I just got the ROM instead. Not to mention, I actually remember back in the day, back in 2003, I think, or 4, what is it? That a beta of the game was actually leaked, so I actually played that first.
Yeah. Reminds me of how some companies actually try to release game.
Okay, question, Teo, since you're more experienced with hack and slashes and shit, is this a common thing in hack and slashes where, you have to mash button to activate a lever or something?
Yeah, but not in that kind of way. Usually when there are more levels, it's usually like open one, but the other closes another door or something. It gets a bit tricky, it's not that blatant.
Yeah.
Boy, Pedro really wants to compare this to a hack and slash.
No, I'm not.
It has some elements, but as I mentioned, I can admit now it has a lot of elements from hack and slash. But as I mentioned, it seems to me that it has more elements from beat 'em ups than from hack and slash.
Yeah, the main reason I say that is because a lot of people, most people compare this to God of War. So
I honestly think that was just because, product of the times, and they came out close to each other, so we compare.
I guess, yeah.
For how the combat is handled, considering the amount of enemies, it looks even more like a Musou.
Okay.
But yeah, talking
now
about
it's the other one.
And the whole Game Boy stuff, it reminds me of how some companies made the pitiful mistake of trying to release Game Boy Color games in the time of the Game Boy Advance.
Actually, Jova...
Way forward.
Yeah, way forward. Shantae had such a rocky start with that. I mean, it probably wasn't the best idea to try and make a new Game Boy Color game in 2001.
Maybe by the time they actually, maybe they only finished it by the time the Game Boy Advance came out. They were already way too far in development.
Press the B button when you're in mid-air to zoom down for a stomp.
Maybe by the time the GBA came out, they were already too far in development to start from scratch.
Enemies.
Let's see.
I mean, it depends on how long into development the game was, because a similar thing happened with Miracle Mask, because Miracle Mask was originally going to be a DS game like Last Spectre, but as soon as Level 5 received their 3DS developer kit for Nintendo, Hino said immediately shut down production. Let's start over so we can make this a 3DS game that actually takes advantage of this system.
Oh yeah, you're right. You're right. I mean, this thing started development as far back as 1997, and originally it was supposed to be on the Super NES and PC.
Well, there you go.
Then it got moved to Game Boy Color.
There's your answer then.
Yeah, unfortunately, by the time they were almost done with production, the Game Boy Advance was in, and Capcom, who at the time were the producers of Shantae, I don't think they were really that willing to step back on production.
Okay, everybody. So I don't have the wall jump yet, so I can't go further. So let's go back.
Oh yeah, that's right. The wall jump.
So actually,
that's another thing that I don't like. You still have to go find items so you can give Sonic new abilities. I never understood this ever since Adventure 1. Why not just start Sonic up with all his abilities? What is the point of this?
Because then you break the game.
No. Just give Sonic all his abilities and design all the levels around all of his abilities. What's the point of this whole, you can't go there yet because you don't have the right ability yet? I don't like
Pedro,
that.
What are you actually doing right now?
I'm basically going through the hub worlds to get medals because, again, like I said, trust me.
If that's the case, Paige, you probably hate the Mega
to the next stage.
If that's the case, Paige, you probably hate the Mega Man.
Teo, I kind of should show off the hub worlds because.
Pedro, if that's the case, you probably hate the Mega Man X games.
To be fair to him, Mega Man actually has had a theme of gaining abilities, whereas with Sonic, it was a weird new thing that they did all of a sudden. But I will say this: I think Sonic Generations did it better because, basically Sonic had his standard move list, and basically any abilities that you bought in the shop in Generations were, just stuff to make levels easier as opposed to, something that you actually needed.
Not to mention, Teo, I'm gonna have to open up the pathway for these hub worlds to get to to show off some stages, some of the extra daytime stages anyway. So I'm basically opening up the paths right away. So it's
for sure.
We're gonna have to go for again. This I'm showing off what you're actually gonna have to do in the game anyway. So this is accurate.
Sure.
Yeah, I mean the hub worlds do a good enough job, but if I can raise one nitpick, it's going for the motions in the hub worlds here feel a bit more scripted than they did in the adventure games.
Yeah, they do.
When I say script, I mean phoned in.
I hate that moon medal. The problem with that moon medal is that it's the camera. When the camera. Okay. This game doesn't allow us to adjust the camera at our will in this particular section. And unlike the Galaxy games where they actually change the camera to an overhead perspective in a situation like this.
Couldn't you wait to use the ability that makes you follow the ring trail?
I could.
Speed dash.
Actually, Teo,
it's trying to get the light speed shoes, I think.
Well, Teo, I guess this is my OCDC part of me, I guess, because it's perfectly possible. It's perfectly possible to get the medal here. Trust me.
No, yeah, but it's the guided line. You're just trying the hard way.
I know, but I see the medal there and I want to get it.
I suppose Teo does have a point. You are sort of punishing yourself not waiting until you get the ability to light. Yeah, why did... Oh, those are wall jump shoes. Never mind. But yeah.
Hey, you can wall jump now. Hit the A button as you touch the wall to do a backwards wall jump.
Yeah, going back to what I was saying. Pedro, how about... By the way, I'm surprised we haven't brought up how the homing attack is the same button as the...
Oh, that. Like everybody else, it completely threw me off the first time I played this game. And then when I played Generations, I had to get used to the way it should be all over again. Because of that, fortunately, over the years, I've managed to create in my own mind an Unleashed mindset. So now I can just jump from Unleashed to Generations without having to, mind fucks.
Which is funny because again, in the PS2 and Wii versions, it's traditional.
It's a design choice it's a design choice that makes literally zero sense. There is literally no reason for this change. No reason whatsoever. I mean, what exactly? Who exactly in the game's development? That thing we had since Sonic Adventure 1 where the homing attack button is always the same as the jump button? Yeah, let's change that. But why? Because I feel because I'm feeling random today.
It's like all of a sudden they were thinking half square mentality, using the circle button for part of a jump.
No.
Ow.
Ow.
Oh, so bad.
Okay, so basically I opened up the I was going to grab to that platform and let the platform carry, but I remember wait, I have to open the gate first. So I let myself fall.
I didn't have all that much of an issue with the circle button in Kingdom Hearts being a jump button, in all honesty, since a lot of games use both X and circle for jump anyway.
Yeah, neither did I. Although I would admit I did find it really weird.
The problem is that, again, it's a Sonic game. I'm used to homing attacking with the same button.
I agree. I mean,
it's
for Sonic,
allow me to quote something from James Rolfe's Virtual Boy review, where in the Mario game of that, they actually switched the A button with the B button. B jumps and A runs, which is the exact opposite of what Mario fans are used to. So, and James Rolfe himself said it. Why change this? Why change what's been ingrained in our minds for years? And I kind of agree with that argument, honestly. There's no point to this. You know how this should work. Why are you changing it?
So Mario did the same thing as well.
Of all the things that could be changed in Sonic games, you change the way the jump button works. There's a lot you could change, and you change that.
Yeah.
Ow.
And you still use X to jump for the initial jump.
Okay, so now that we're done getting those medals, do I go back here as Sonic? I don't think I do. Normal Sonic, I mean.
There was a hourglass back there, so...
I know, let me check. Oh, actually, I don't.
Oh my god, I just realized something. Final Fantasy XIII stole the whole changing the sky thing from Sonic Unleashed.
The changing the sky... Oh!
Weather. It's more like changing the weather rather than night and day circle. And even then, it's kind of like in Pokemon Gold and Silver.
Yeah, I was going to say, I'm sure plenty of games have done this. It seems like a very standard thing to do.
If you want a game... If you want a game that basically has a mechanic that makes you go from day to night at will, look no further than Metal Gear Solid 5.
Yeah.
Okay. I probably misspoke there. I guess I was talking about more the fact that it's an hourglass, but yeah, that probably was a bit irrational. Sorry, I'm just used to the Final Fantasy XIII is an original mentality. Sorry.
Well, it is an original, so...
Yeah, it is. Hi, Big Ben.
Okay.
That's the big problem. That's one of the big problems with Motomo Toriyama's games. They have no identity.
Final Fantasy XIII has an identity.
An identity. It's a Final Fantasy VII ripoff for the most part.
Yeah. Terrible characters. Blech.
So,
which is kind of worrying for me, considering Pedro said that 10-2, which Toriyama directed, is better than 10, which he didn't.
As Teo can confirm for me, it definitely has a much more interesting world to explore.
Yeah. But the problem, and even the battle system is a bit. It's still competent. I honestly thought it was worse than Luke. The problem is you're stuck with playing with Charlie's Angels in a story that you don't care about.
Honestly, Teo, like Spoonie said in his review, I was much more invested in what's their names? The couple who look like
Shuin and.
like Spoonie said in his review, I was much more invested in that particular subplot than anything in the first game, honestly.
Huh.
Well, again, I haven't played. Well, I've played 10, just like a tiny fraction of it.
Well,
I think 10 was the one I had as well.
Yeah, which is weird. Apparently, people who love Final Fantasy X apparently hate 10 too.
Yeah, it's because there's a good reason for that, Jopa. It's because the ending of 10-2 made 10 completely pointless. Basically, it's the Terminator 3 of the series. You know, it basically rendered the game that people loved back then a complete waste of time.
Remember what we said?
Oh my God!
Motomu Toriyama he had made his life about creating something and then making pointless sequels that retcon.
Yeah,
everything.
it's pretty much like that because just to give you an idea, basically 10 came out. Okay, fine. Then 10-2 comes out and makes the first game pointless. Okay, fine. And then in the HD collection, which has an extra audio thing that takes place after 10-2,
Audio drama.
and in which Sin comes back, and turns out Tidus dies again. So 10-2's whole point of getting Tidus back is now completely mute too, and the 13 trilogy. Well, I we'll get to the 13 trilogy.
Oh, goody! So we have to do a commentary.
By the time we get Lightning Returns, it's like the first game never even happened, never even existed.
Yeah.
You know, Pedro, I kind of just realized something now. You know the thing with Tidus in Final Fantasy X. You know, in Final Fantasy X.
Yeah, the exploding ball thing. Trust me, everybody thinks that's stupid.
They kind of pulled, a Cloud Strife with Tidus when you think about it in Final Fantasy X too.
Why?
Well, how can I say this without spoiling? You know how Cloud had, how Cloud is, the thing Cloud has going for him with that other certain someone?
You mean Tifa?
No, Zack.
Type it.
Okay.
Whatever.
Okay, I'll type it.
Yeah, type it. Anyway, the point is, that's pretty much how Toriyama is. But back to this game.
But again, Toriyama didn't write the audio drama.
Oh, did you just clip through those rings?
Oh, that's right, Shiro. I don't think I ever told you this because this is hilariously stupid. You know what happens to the main character of Final Fantasy X after 10-2?
They die?
He kicks a Blitzball. Except the Blitzball is actually...
It goes like that. He sees a random Blitzball ball on the ground, randomly placed. His first instinct is to kick it, or headbutting, I can't remember. It turns out the ball is an exploding device, and it makes Tidus' heads explode.
Yes. I'm not even kidding.
Hang on, it makes whose head explode?
His.
Oh.
Tidus thought he was Bomberman.
Yeah,
someone actually wrote this.
Created instantly an animated GIF about that scene.
Some moron actually thought.
So Tidus thought he was Bomberman at that.
So that is literally how 10-2 starts.
No. That's after 10-2.
So
there you go.
So
that's
Tidus,
what I meant.
So that's the moral of the story. Do not try and reenact Bomberman in real life. Kicking bombs is kind of dangerous.
You need to listen to the warnings before games and shows, kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, Pedro and Theo, that's what I meant about.
A bomb.
So
Yeah.
yeah, by the way, a bit of a warning for you, sure. I'm not going to spoil for you, but yeah, Motomu Toriyama sort of rips off Final Fantasy VII with 10 and 10-2.
I've noticed him do it in 13 quite a few times already.
Yeah.
Alright, so now we're actually going to do Windmill Isle Act 3.
And now they're making a remake, and he's not involved with it.
Yes, basically, if you go to the hub worlds, you can find extra acts. So this is the grinding act, because apparently we learned nothing from Bullet Station, or Rail Canyon, rather. Personally, I never like grinding only stages in Sonic games. Never liked them, honestly.
Personally, I don't like grinding levels from this camera angle.
I don't mind grinding as long as... don't get me wrong.
Only stage.
Don't
gonna love this.
Don't get me wrong. I'm not against the grinding sections in Sonic games. It's just that I don't think you should make a whole level out of this.
See, Bullet Station was the better one because it had a nice balance of the platforming and the rail grinding.
Yeah, I agree. Bullet Station is quite possibly one of my favorite levels that has grinding as a theme.
Whereas Rail Canyon itself, especially for Team Chaotix, like even more so than Team Dark, Team Chaotix is by far the worst in that. It's just tedious.
Mm-hmm. Do you mean Tidus?
Not in that game yet.
There we go.
By the way, considering how much Pedro loves Tidus, I wonder how many times we're going to see Shoro wail on Tidus in Kingdom Hearts.
Actually, I don't mind
do you
Tidus in Kingdom Hearts because, like in true Nomura fashion, he turned him into a completely different character. Which is
Didn't that happen? With
and that was all. That's the
with,
interesting thing about Kingdom Hearts. Nomura takes bad Final Fantasy characters and actually makes them better in Kingdom Hearts, like Squall.
Didn't that happen with with Lightning and Dissidia 012?
Yeah, she's actually at her best in the Dissidia 12 because she actually has a competent writer there. Anyway, yeah, basically Squall is renamed Leon, and unlike the Squall
too bad when Kingdom Hearts 2 they decide to take the mopey version of Cloud.
Oh,
Actually, what are you talking? Actually, the mopey version. Squall never mopes in Kingdom Hearts 2.
Cloud.
Cloud. Oh, Cloud. Well, that's a. I'm talking about the bad characters, not the good ones. Like with Tidus and Selfie and Waka, they became kids. Waka still does the ya thing.
But at least it's not racist anymore.
Yeah, and Selfie, she's a hopeless romantic. It works fine for what it is. And Tidus,
Who's Selfie?
It's an annoying teenage girl from Final Fantasy VIII.
Yeah.
Okay.
As for Final,
Gee, I wonder who's going to voice her when we get to playing Final Fantasy VIII.
Me?
me!
Me? Because why not? If I can do Yoffie, then
oh yeah, sure.
Selfie's no problem.
Sure. Well, that means your Yuffie voice.
I'm not even kidding. There are entire beats where she loves to sing songs about trains.
Yes.
Kind of
That and
insane.
there's also Zell who secretly reads Pet Pals magazines. I'm not even kidding. The man reads a magazine called Pet Pals. I don't know what the hell that magazine is, but keep it away from me, please. The name doesn't.
So we're gonna hear Dwib's singing voice in our commentary.
Yeah.
So I'm apparently going to be Squall.
Of course.
Yeah. I know, but who's going to be Zell is what I was asking.
I guess I'll be Zell.
I was actually
The
wondering
only,
if Dwib's
the only character I
Zell.
want to remotely associated with is Cypher.
Yeah.
I don't know if we're talking about Kingdom Hearts or Final Fantasy anymore.
Final
talking-
Fantasy,
we're talking
the
about-
Final Fantasy version.
We're talking about the Final Fantasy. Who's gonna play who in Final Fantasy VIII, basically.
Oh, okay.
But yeah,
You know what's sort of sad is that
Zidane, 9.
You know, the sad thing
Basically,
about
I'm
Squall-
trying. Basically, I'm not in the mood. I did 2 nighttime stages in a row, and I don't want to do another one. So let's actually show off some of the extra stages right now, because fuck the nighttime
Alright.
stages.
It's sunset instead of day.
Okay.
Sweet.
Basically, there are certain daytime stages that are always looping, and as long as you go, and the only way to get to a second section of the loop and then eventually a third section of the loop is to go for the right path they want you to go. So basically, it's
Kinda like in Super Mario at the end, sorta.
so basically it's a matter of trial and error and trying to realize exactly which path they want you to take. See, now there's balloons. And basically I'm gonna take the higher path, so homing attack.
There we go.
I missed that though. Hold on. Unfortunately, they don't regenerate the homing attack enemies, which is I guess I screwed up there. Anyway, let's continue. Moon Metal.
And you're
trap.
into spikes.
All right, so keep going, and there we go.
Oh,
The
there we are.
end.
Huzzah!
Yeah, that's another problem. The extra
Yeah.
that's another problem. Acts 2 and 3, they don't have nearly as much effort put in as the Act 1s, honestly.
I was gonna say this level was really short.
And lazy, honestly. Like, it's a level.
What did it take you like a minute?
Which is weird because if you go into the extra nighttime stages, they're just as long as the Act 1s. Like, ugh. Anyway, Act 2, because that was actually Act 3, the one that I just did now. Okay, I don't actually complete Act 2, because to this day, I still have no idea how the hell Act 2 works. Basically, basically, it's another looping stage. The problem with this one is that I have no idea what the hell am I supposed to do to stop the loop.
Is this where we had the boss fight?
Yeah, it is. Basically, they're reusing the boss acting assets.
I see there's a time limit.
Yeah, there's a time limit. Basically, you have to figure out whatever the game wants you to do under a minute. And I was never able to figure out what the hell the game wants me to do.
Maybe you have to collect all the medals
No.
in one go.
No. The medals don't have anything to do with it.
Think. I think I remember this. There was...
Collect a specific amount of rings.
No, I don't think it. I don't think it's that. If it.
Okay.
Here's an idea, game. How about tell me, or at least give me a hint? I have no idea what I'm doing.
Okay.
You try
you know
checking the option menu.
Hey guys,
to
you know
say
what's
something.
you know what?
No, they don't say anything.
Sorry, hey guys. you know
Wait,
what's-
Pedro, why didn't you check the question mark on
Sorry,
there?
hey,
Maybe
guys,
that
you
would
know-
have given you a hint.
Hey, guys,
Actually, I'll
you
do
know
later.
Ugh. Sorry.
What is it, Whips?
Yes, Trips?
Sorry, I was going to say, because I set my Skype message alert as my, the checkpoint sound from Sonic as my Skype message alert system. I keep thinking I got a message even though I haven't.
Did you have to go over to the right there? There looked like another path over there.
Yeah. I mean, I remember getting through this once, and I think that there's supposed to be... I think there's like a hidden branching path that you have to... Yeah, like there.
My
there.
problem is that
Yeah.
I barely know.
No, you loop. You basically pass through.
Oh.
I don't. I don't like this stage. I don't like the idea of it. Like it's. I mean, it was fine. It's fine in the side-scrolling stages when you loop things, but what the hell do you want me to do, game? Tell me what you want. I'm sorry. I just don't. I just don't know what the hell the game expects me to do.
Wait, Pedro. I think you're supposed to go through all the checkpoints. Yeah. I mean, you're supposed to loop around fast enough to get to all the checkpoints in the loop. I believe that's how I did it.
Okay,
It's been a while
that
since I
requires precise use of the grinding of the drifting mechanic, which I suck at. So sorry, you're not going to see the end of the stage.
Oh, yeah, you're right. I mean, the drifting mechanic here is nowhere as Generations.
I like the drifting in Generations a lot better. The drifting in this game, like a lot of times when I try, there we go, drift. Yeah.
Drift while turning by quickly moving the left
Drift.
stick.
Use Sonic Drift to turn and take
now I
curves.
get it. Now I remember. Yeah. This is speed based. You have to. It's sort of like a time trial of sorts.
My problem is that the game doesn't properly explain what I'm supposed to do. Like, what do you want me to do here exactly?
Explain
Apparently
it.
they want you to speed right through, but yeah, they probably should have mentioned it in maybe a before level menu thing. Maybe give you a hint saying, "Hey, let's speed up for this."
It's a good
Okay.
thing you don't have to complete every level to beat this
A
game.
lot of times in this game, whenever I'm trying to use the drift while boosting, like I do in Generations, I tend to go overboard because the drifting in this game is not precise enough. In Generations, in Generations, it's fine, but in here, I don't like the drifting in this game, honestly. Basically, I'm trying my best to somehow figure this out, but I'm not gonna succeed. So there's a point where I rage quit.
Whoa.
Is it here?
I think it's here, yeah. Is it? Oh, it's actually
Oh,
not.
nope.
Okay, one more try.
Sonic Unleashed, Mazuri Act 3.
Act 2, actually. This is Act 2.
Act 2.
Oh, this is Act 2. Act 2.
Basically, yeah, there's that path there. I'm trying to see exactly... Basically, see, I think I noticed the... Yeah, okay, so what? I'm supposed to jump over the jump panels? Is that what I'm supposed to do?
Hey, Pedro, how about at the end of this part, we look at this quick 1 minute and 12-second video on how you complete it with an S rank?
By all means.
Okay.
It will give me closure.
I think you'll like this. I think everyone will get a kick out of this. Here you go, guys.
Let me guess. It's made by that 3000 guy. The guy who completely rapes the stages in Unleashed.
I think
it's called One
There's a Japanese...
Kid Through Fire.
There's a Japanese LPer who is famous for completely breaking the Sonic Unleashed stages and doing amazing times on it.
Okay.
Basically, what that robot is kind of a throwback to one of the classics, where basically that thing grabs you and it takes rings from you gradually. Okay, so we're done.
Yeah, you're going to Holoska, I guess.
Just a few seconds to go.
Yes, I'm going to Holoska and then just stop the part there. Dun, 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 dun.
So are you going to show off like all the acts from each of the daytime stages?
Yeah, I'm pretty much gonna show all the daytime stages, yeah.
Nice.
Again, not the nighttime stages, because fuck that shit.
Oh, trust me, I understand.
I mean, I'm not as annoyed at the Werehog as most people are, but why couldn't we have normal Sonic in the nighttime stages?
Because that would make sense.
Well, like I say,
I guess one thing to be fair,
apparently one thing
I guess one thing they were worried about is it constantly just speeding along a narrow track with very little platforming could get a little bit stale.
Like I said, the main fear is like, well, originally there were several different playable characters and it was to be paced out a lot differently. But then, of course, when the whole Sonic's Terrible Friends thing after Sonic 06 occurred, the Werehog was what replaced that.
Alright, I'm ready on the video Jova sent.
I'm loading it now.
Hang on, what video?
The one I posted in the chat.
It's just been posted.
Yeah, okay, hang on.
It's in 1 minute and 12 seconds, so even you shouldn't have no problems with this.
I'm ready.
Me too.
Two.
Ready.
3,
Whoops.
2...
Wait.
Oh, wait. Dwibs isn't quite there.
Some editing may be required.
Yeah, don't worry, we'll edit this
Yeah,
on
we'll
post.
do that.
We'll edit this on
It's
post.
fine. We'll edit it.
Oh, 1 moment, guys. I need to get a laptop charger.
Sure, it will give those time to prepare anyway.
Behold, audience, our backstage maintenance.
Which will be edited out in post, so don't worry
With
about
VHS quality.
VHS quality.
that. The video you sent.
Yeah.
Ah, that. Ah, the good old days back when VHSs were used more than DVRs.
Actually, no. Fuck VHSs. DVDs and Blu-rays are much better.
Yeah.
Even back in the day when they were the best thing around, I never liked VHSs.
I always had
DVDs.
to rewind or fast forward just to get to a part I liked.
Yeah.
Don't just sort of have to.
Back in the day,
back
in the day, you had to rewind the tape before returning it to the video store. Otherwise, you'd have to pay extra for the rental.
I guess I never really rented mine, so I never really had to deal with that.
Right, I am ready.
Me too.
Goody.
3, 2, 1, click.
And
So-
now it's time for
And
the
now
secret
Pedro
to be
gets
revealed.
closure.
Thank you. So what the fuck am I supposed to do here?
Let's see. Okay, he's speeding through the level. Oh yeah, so maybe I was right. Maybe it is just a speed section.
We'll see.
Ah.
So basically, it's a matter of going for the checkpoint as much as I can before the time runs out. Is that it?
So that's the idea. It's like, well, I guess you're supposed to. You're supposed to do it extra fast. I guess that's why they emphasize drifting. But apparently this guy finds a way around it.
Yeah.
Well, not also, but yeah.
We'll see by the time we get
I think,
to the end.
okay, here's what I think. The timer should be more generous then. Because the timer is a little too tight. I mean, come on. You just give me 1 minute for this? What about the people who are,
I mean, a timer like this would make sense for an achievement, but...
Ah, so I
There we
was...
go.
I get it. So the idea is like, well, you're using the drift mechanics so that you still go fast.
well, I suck at drifting at this game, so you'll never see it in our playthrough, sorry.
Hey,
honestly, I didn't know you could drift in Sonic games. I didn't know.
you didn't know it?
No.
But didn't you play Generations?
Yeah, but I didn't know you could do that.
Okay. Anyway,
Have you-
everybody, see you for the next part.
Oh, it's okay.
Yeah.
See ya.